Fulham nil, Chelsea 2. Chelsea win back-to-back games, and this is a miracle. At this moment in time, this is a miracle. Chelsea don't win back-to-back games. This isn't our Chelsea in 2023. Our Chelsea makes me start getting grey hair. But this Chelsea wins 2 back-to-back games. One against Brighton and today against Fulham in convincing fashion. Yes, the second half was a little bit shaky, but they did the work in the first half. This is what good teams do. Guys, we have got an awful lot to break down today in the chat and brief segments. We got the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. And in the ugly, there's not much. There's just one little cheeky slap that Thiago Silva received. But other than that, we have got so many positives to break down, and you will be foolish to leave this video at this moment in time. So before we get started, I need you lot to smash that like button, because that's the easiest way you guys can support the channel. Chelsea win again. So what do you guys need to do? 1,000 likes in this video, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it and let's break this down. All right, we're starting with the positives, and the positive is that Chelsea won again. The main thing today for me was Pochettino showed me some bravery. Pochettino illustrated some cojones, as you would say in Spanish, some punch, some element of I'm the manager, I make the decisions, and I don't only make the easy decisions, and I respected that so much. Let's think about it, right? He went with Broja at number 9, he took a massive risk. Everybody was saying he's going to play Sterling at number 9. He didn't. You know what? It paid dividends in my personal opinion. He played Mudryk 4 consecutive games and Mudryk repaid him. He played Cole Palmer on the right hand side, and it was evident that Cole Palmer was beautifully integrated into the team. Pochettino moved back Enzo Fernandez into the double pivot, and the base looked amazing. This is the base to go with, and when Carney Chukwuemeka comes back in the big games, that's the 3 you go with. Or you bring in a Romeo Lavia and you absolutely suffocate teams with aggression and, more importantly, ability to keep the ball, but just match them in the volume of aggressiveness and covering the pace. You got Caicedo, Lavia, and Enzo covering ground and releasing the ball with their passing range. We're going to be in the money. So Poch got it absolutely spot on. And now let's break down the game, because for me, Mudryk, the first 10 minutes, stinker. But it's a stinker I like to see. Let me break that down. Some people won't understand this. Wingers need to try difficult things. And sometimes when they try these difficult things, it doesn't come to fruition, purely based on the fact that sometimes shots go high and wide. Sometimes shots don't hit the target. Sometimes when you try difficult things, your turnover percentage goes up. Mudryk was trying stuff, and we got a goal on the break, and on the break where he is devastated. We got the ball to Caicedo. Caicedo looks up, beautiful chip across the Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill on the run, head up, beautiful into Mudryk's chest. And what does Mudryk do? Lovely composure through the legs of Leno. 1-0 Chelsea. He deserved that goal. His celebration illustrated how important it was. And what was lovely to see was Enzo and Caicedo jumping and hugging, right? That was an illustration of all the frustrations that they've been all suffering. I love it. It means a lot to the players. It meant a lot to Mudryk, who was very aggressive. And in my opinion, he's really coming into his own. Shame that he had to come off with a little injury at halftime, because I think that was a factor in us slipping down a little bit, but it'll be fine. Then we need to talk about the second goal. The second goal comes due to Cole Palmer and Broja's tenacity. Cole Palmer's ability to intercept the ball might be better than Cole Palmer's ability to slide through passes. And Lord knows, I call him the Norwich James Maddison. This guy absolutely has a beautiful way of pass, and he illustrated it today. But his ability to press, but then stop, to force the defender to make a motion and then intercept the ball is second to none. His ability to press has been perfected under Pep's system. You can really tell this player is willing to contribute defensively as well as offensively, and it's going to run him a lot of game time, purely based on the fact that Pochettino loves players that absolutely contribute that way, but as well as that. And the second goal comes from that. He plays the passing lanes, wins the ball, gives it, throws it through to Broja. Broja's running, Tim Ream's panicking, tries to kick it, hits Broja and goes in. It's the luck that we deserve. And once we got that luck, for me, we absolutely controlled the game for the rest of that half. The way Broja held the ball up, the way the players got in and around it, we got into so many good chances and so many good opportunities that the score could have been run up in that first half. You had Broja's Broja's cameo right today for 60 minutes. People are going to say, oh, Broja's injured. He's not. Apparently, Broja was always only going to play 60 minutes. And it was evident by the way Broja came off. At the end of the game, he's smiling, he's chirpy. You just know he's not hurt. He only had 60 minutes in the tank. He needs to rest up now. Jackson's most probably going to come in for the next game. Because you need to remember, Armando Broja at this moment in time is recovering from an ACL. But his strength, his weight of touch, everything for him was good. It's that end product that he's going to get sharper, he's going to get better, and I loved seeing what I saw from him today. Honestly, he looked like a very competent number 9, and remember, he's a young player, so we'll go with peaks and troughs with him. This is what we're going to get from this squad. We need to adjust our expectations, and then we will actually enjoy the whole process a bit more. If you look at the overall performances now, we're going to have to get into the little details. Colwell was fantastic. Colwell isn't left back, but he gave us good solidity, he gave us an assist, and more importantly, he gave us an outlet on the ball. Cucurella's bravery on the ball is there. His aggressiveness defensively is lovely to see. However, he did get picked apart a little bit, and I think that's due to Palmer not tracking his runners. Mourinho would have killed him, but Pochettino will let it go purely based on what Palmer offers on the ball, and sometimes you just have to sacrifice it. Your wingers are not always going to be perfect at tracking back, because if they are, they're so far away, they're not going to contribute on the other end, they're just shat. So your fullbacks need to learn how to deal with those situations. I think Cucurella and Colwell did very good jobs in that aspect. Enzo and Caicedo were phenomenal. Whether it was in the first half where Enzo was literally displaying his showcase of talents, like this is the perfect comp for Enzo, right? Purely outside of the boot, inside of the boot, lovely pass there, short, long. The man knew what he was doing. Caicedo's second half performance was phenomenal. Absolutely, interceptions galore, actively breaking up play, holding up possession when needed. They even made, in my opinion, Gallagher look phenomenal. Gallagher was doing some sneaky flicks here and there. Gallagher was expressing himself. The confidence was there for the boys. And what I love to see is when the more we win, the more they're going to express themselves, the more we're going to enjoy our football. As fans, we are going to smile watching this team play. We've got so much talent in this game, in this team. We need to get that happiness back of watching our Chelsea. It's been a difficult few months, and for me, Gallagher had a good game. It's just that final end product. Well, that's what's going to take him out of the team, in my, because I look at it and I'm like, Carney would have done better there. Palmer in the 10 would have done better there. Enzo and Caicedo is the double pivot. They need to accept that. That is the pivot to go with. Lavia, when he comes back, will be beautiful cover for the two. You got Ogachokwu to be beautiful cover for the two. It's going to be Gallagher, Carney, or Palmer in that number 10 role. Maybe Nkunku, but Nkunku just is going to be on that left-hand side. And today, we really capitalized on our situations. The Sassy, wonderful performance again, really impressed me. Silva, just Silva-like, right? Few mistakes here and there, but overall, very good performance. Second half, we came under a lot of pressure, and I want to give a round of applause for Sanchez. Sanchez's ability to come and collect crosses is absolutely fantastic. He makes it look easy. Shots come in, he just grabs them. Shots come in, he just comes and collects them. Crosses come in, comes and collects them. You going from Kepa, Robert Sanchez for cross collection is second to none. Fantastic save from Tom Kearney as well. He literally kept it out 2-0, got another clean sheet, 3 clean sheets out of 7 now. We're on a good roll, and we need to continue this against Burnley. The bad was the depth of the squad is just not there at this moment in time. We've got so many injuries that when Broja came off, we had Sterling in 9. And I felt bad for Sterling, because Sterling comes into a team that's played very well, and now Sterling looks very negative, but he just looked very lost and lacked any urgency or any of the skills and traits that Broja had. And that's not his fault. He's 5'8" most probably, and he's just not strong enough to compete against big centre-backs. So he's going to struggle, but that's okay, because Jackson's back, Broja's fit, so we've got our 2 number 9s. But other than that, I'm really struggling to find negatives. The only other negative I had was we really allowed Fulham build up some steam, to build up some confidence, to build up some arrogance as if they could hurt us in the second half. And they created chances. Vinicius had 2 or 3 headers. Iwobi had a good cross that came in for him, and his touch just ran away from him. There was a great save from Sanchez. Other than that, we were in the money. We were cash money. We were the better team. and we got the 3 points that we deserved. Like, so overall, I think Poch managed the game well, but it could have been great. It should have been great. We should have went in for the kill. And Poch will be a little bit disappointed, but this is good. This means he can literally show this to the guys and say, look, Burnley, we need to go get the next 3 points and climb our way back up the table. We're only 11th. We are too good to be 11th. We need to start getting back into that top 4 race, my personal. When it comes down to the downright ugly, it's very simple what we need to talk about. That slap, the VAR slap was pathetic. When I tell you, right, Vinicius knew what he was doing. Vinicius wanted to leave something on Thiago Silva. Vinicius was actively trying to hurt him. Look at the way Vinicius' hand swings. That is not a natural motion, people. That is somebody actively throwing his hand to hit somebody in the head. I'm not saying suspend him. I'm not a Liverpool fan, right? I'm not going to actively go, oh my God, there needs to be an inquest. VAR needs to be cancelled and this is unacceptable. No. But the VAR should have reviewed that problem. In my personal opinion, it's not a yellow. That was aggravated, in my opinion, assault. You do that to someone on the street, you're getting arrested. He actively hit a player. That's just my personal opinion. But there's not much for me to complain about. Like I said, there were so many positives in this game. So many that you guys that have made it this far should go to bed tonight, or if some of you are in Australia, start your day with a smile on your face, enjoying this stuff. And more importantly, I need you lot to do me a massive favor now. I need you to hit that like button because you made it this far, and 1,000 likes is what we should be aiming for. I need you to subscribe to this video because the best way you guys can support is by showing me subscriptions, showing that what I'm doing here is effective. And finally, I need you lot to absolutely comment in the below. Are we going to beat Burnley or not? See you around. This was the Kavkas View. Chelsea win again. Happy day.